In today's video, we are going to find the base or the height of an area of when the area of a trapezoid is given. All right, one of the first things that I just want to point out is I have my trapezoid where I have my original here, and then I have taken it and I have rotated it over to become this. So when I do that, I have my base 1 and this is base 2. So then base 2 becomes right here and base 1 is right there. So if I were to combine both of these, I have this side and this side. When I combine them, I actually end up adding them together. So when I add those two together, that gives me this full length right here. Okay, and then once I know what that full length is, then that's why I end up dividing it by 2, because it takes 2 of those shapes in order to get it. So I add my bases together, multiply by the height, because that's what we do for any shape, is we multiply it by the height, our 90-degree angle, and then I divide it by 2 because it takes 2 trapezoids in order for me to make it into a parallelogram, a shape that I already know what it is. All right, here we go. Let's get right into it. All right, so I have my bases, x plus 1, and then I'm going to multiply it by my height, which is 2, and then I have to divide that by 2, and that needs to equal 8. So to get rid of my dividing by 2, I would multiply both sides by 2 first, and when I do that, that cancels off, and that leaves me with x plus 1. I'm just going to write the 2 on the outside, and whoops, 8 times 2 is going to give me 16. Okay, so now I have this 2 groups of x plus 1, so the opposite of that multiplication is division, so now I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So now that's going to become x plus 1 is going to equal 8. So I've kind of ended up right back where I started. Now if I subtract 1 from both sides, I end up with x is equal to 7. And don't forget my label, yards, in this case. Okay? All right, here we go. We're going to take a look at this next example. So now we're going to find our height, and we're going to call our height is right there because it makes this nice right angle. Okay? So again, I'm going to add my 2 bases together. So I have 7 plus 9, and then that is going to be multiplied by our height, which is x, which we don't know, divided by 2, and then that's going to equal 72. Okay? So what I would start off with is multiplying both sides by 2, because then that gets rid of your division sign down there. So I have 7 plus 9. X is going to equal, and then if I take 72 times 2, that gives me 144. Okay? So now I want to add 7 plus 9, which is going to give me 16x is equal to 144. All right, now 16x is multiplication, so I'm going to divide both sides by 16. And x is going to come out to be, well, I need to get my calculator out. 1 second. There it is. Got my answer. 9. So, and my label would be inches because that's what the other labels are. So 9 inches. So hopefully that's the same answer you came up with. All right, here is our final example that we're going to take a look at. So I'm going to add my bases together. So 9 plus 2, and then that's going to be multiplied by x. And again, we're going to divide by 2, and that's going to equal 82.5. Okay, so first step, we're going to multiply by 2. And when I multiply by 2, am left with this 9 plus 2 is 11x is going to equal 165. And then when I do that, I need to divide both sides by 11. So 165 divided by 11 brings me out to x is equal to 15, and my proper label would be feet. And hopefully you got that exact same answer. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or go back and watch the video. Bye.